got another gold nugget for you that's going to dig a little bit deeper into what we've been talking about lately in Psalm 66, answering the question, how can I praise God in the tough times of my life? How can we do that? When times are so tough, is it even worth praising? Do we have anything to praise about? How can we praise God in the tough times of our life? We're going to dig deeper into that question today, and we're going to look at some stuff that we're facing right now and the tough times that we're going through. And also David in Psalm 66 in verses 10 through 12, it talks about the things that he's going through are just as tougher. As he says, he walks through fire and water. He has a crushing burden laid on his back. He has men riding over his head. He's going through some extremely tough times. And I know we can relate a lot right now with quarantine, the virus, tornadoes all around, people losing jobs, losing their financial resources to take care of their families. So many things going on that are so tough for us right now. How can we praise God through this? How can we even get through it? Well, we're going to look and dig a little deeper into this today. I know a lot of times in our lives when we're faced with tough times bring certain things into our lives. And what is that? It's baggage. The enemy starts playing in our minds, in our heads, and starts planting lies. Lies of doubt, of fear, of worry, of weakness. And what stinks is I know I have a habit of this, you probably do too, you may be doing this right now. I have a habit of looking at the toughness of what's right in front of me. Looking only at what I see with my own eyes. The toughness of my situation and my inability to handle the situation. We only look at what we see, in which we fall prey to the lies, and we get to wear all this baggage that holds us down. And what's this baggage I'm talking about? In those tough moments, we have a lot of things come up into our head. Fear. Then we start thinking, man, I'm not strong enough. We start experiencing how really weak we are. Oh. Then we got a bag of worry. Just worrying about everything, anxious all the time. Now a little travel bag of doubt. I can barely hold these bags on me. And they're falling off, they're so heavy. This is the baggage that we carry on us during the tough times. When we listen to the enemy's lies, this is the baggage that we wear, that weighs us down. And this baggage, when we play into the lies and we believe in all the doubt, worry, fear, and weakness that we see around us with our own eyes, it exhausts us. It makes us so exhausted that we can't even think about moving forward. We literally can't praise God through this time. I'm going to try to praise God real quick. I can barely move. How am I going to live life, much less praise God, when I got all these bags weighing me down? That's the thing about these bags. The more that we wear them, the more tired we get, the more exhausted we get, the more defeated we feel. So what are we going to do? How can we ever get these bags off of us? Well, there's an old verse that says the truth will set you free. I don't know if you've heard of that one before. And in verses 5 through 7 in Psalm 66, David reminds us in verse 5 of the truth that's going to set us free that he mentions in verses 1 through 4. And the truth is we can't place our praise on our situations or our own ability because we're too weak and our situations are too great for us to handle. That's the truth of it. So what can we place our praise on? What can we place our faith in? Why don't we just continue wearing these bags, being weighed down and defeated? It don't have to be that way, man. We ain't got to live life held down like this. There's a much better way that David says in verse 5. He reminds us, come and see what God has done. He didn't say come and see what you have done. Don't look back to your past of your failures and the defeat that you had yesterday. That's not what he says to do. He says come and see what God has done. Remember what God has done. In the tough moments when you feel weighed down by all these bags, all these things that weigh on you and hold you back in life, in those tough moments, meditate and think about what God has done in those moments that he's delivered you. When you come and see God's truth and power for you, when you come and see that, instead of seeing the devil's lies and your weakness, some stuff starts happening. When you remember what God has done, it reminds us of who God is and what He's capable of doing again today. And remembering the truth of who God is, oh, there's something powerful that takes place in that. It replaces weakness with strength. It replaces doubt with hope. It replaces worry with confidence. And it replaces fear with faith. Look at this. I feel so free now. I can praise all day. I can do whatever I want because I ain't got no weight holding me down. And that's the power of when we see and remember the truth of who God is and what He's done in our lives and how He's delivered us in the past. Now you're free to live your life, not just survive through these tough times, but thrive and live victoriously and freely for God. Now you can praise through these tough times. That's how we praise God in these tough times. Instead of looking at what's in front of us and the toughness of our situation and of our inability to handle it, we look to God and how He's delivered us in the past and how He will deliver us, how He can and will deliver us again today. When we look at that, we see a picture, a perfect, holy, powerful picture of who God is. And when we see that picture, we can rest in that and know that He's with us in this tough moment. That He will deliver us just like He did yesterday. So, when you're facing the tough time today, if you're covered up in bags right now in this moment, just stop. Remember what God has done for you to deliver you in the past. And His hand as it's worked in your life. Remember who God is. And let that just throw the bags off of you. Let that truth set you free today. And just praise in that, man. Just praise God through these tough times. Because He is more than enough.